understand the
No, I think we're talking
concept of
about body
history.
count. That's not an opinion. Those are actual people who've been killed in the name of your religion.
Right.
You ever heard of the Children's Crusade? Have you ever heard of that?
No, I'm sure there's been lots of evil in the world, and I'm not gonna
No,
make
I'm
excuses
asking
for
you.
every person.
Well, I'm asking you. Have you ever heard of the Children's
I have
Crusade?
no idea. No, I've never heard of it. I'm sure
This
it's
is when
cool.
thousands of children in Europe, kind of excited and hyped up by the priests and the so-called Book of God, that they should take back the Holy Land. These children
So
tried to
that
trek.
makes the Bible untrue.
These children tried to trek across Europe to the Middle East or Western Asia, to these ancient cities to take back the land for Christianity. You know what happened to those children?
Mm-mm. Nope.
The people of Southern Europe, when they got close to the coast, actually sold those children into slavery to the so-called Muslim invaders who they were supposed to be fighting. And those who weren't sold into slavery and kept the trek on were dying from hunger, dehydration, disease, and everything else. They never actually made it to the so-called Holy Land, and it became another indictment of what Christianity and all these other religions are and can be. This is a bad cycle of humanity, and someday we're going to wash our hands of this stuff and be much better for it.
Mm. Hey, just out of curiosity, Naz, you're a materialist, right? You believe in evolution?
We talked about this last time. You said you listened to the show, right? You said you listened
Yeah.
twice.
So I'm just confirming, though. You're a materialist. You believe that we evolved, no God was really involved in creation.
I'm good
Otherwise,
with
you'd
that.
have to answer to somebody, right?
I'm good with that. But man who
Okay.
listened to the show
Okay,
twice,
so
please tell me.
So, Naz, in a materialistic universe, why is anything right or wrong? Who says that it's right or wrong?
Well, that's how societies are created. They're created not just off of moral authority,
But if I'm just an evolved creature trying to survive, why should I care?
If you ask me a question and then as I answer it, you ask me another one, we'll never get to the answer, right? So how about you let me finish and then you save that one? Now, the first question you just asked me, let's deal with that first, and then you can come in with your second question. The first question you asked me, how would anybody know if there's right or wrong, good or evil, anything like that? Well, I would make the argument that humans never would get to the place of civilization if they don't come to certain agreements between each other and decide, you know what, I don't think stealing is right. I don't think murder is right. Otherwise, there would never be a way where you could have a family unit, a tribal unit, or even a city state, let alone a nation state. So, yeah, the building up of humanity has to start with morality. Otherwise, anything would be allowed and humans would never advance. So the advancement of humans, which the Bible and other religions try to take credit for, I think is more likely based in humans wanting to actually live their life and love the people around them. And we're kind of against the idea of being killed or murdered or lied to. So I think those things come naturally when human groups get together and try to figure out how to live best among each other.
Okay. Well, there's a serious ontological problem with your worldview, Naz, and I'm just sharing this with you because I want you to fully understand. If we're just material, okay, my brain doesn't really care about anybody else's survival.
That's
from your worldview. Hold on, Naz. You talk. Now it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe in a materialistic universe, which I don't believe. I believe that people should be treated with dignity. So what you're talking about, children being sold in slavery and all that stuff, I think that's wrong based on my worldview. In your worldview, there isn't a God that holds us accountable, or he is out there, but he can't be known, or whatever it is you believe. And therefore, right and wrong doesn't really exist. So I guess I'm wondering, how are you arguing from a morality standpoint? You don't like this and you don't like that about Christianity, but then you want to live in a materialistic universe. Why is that? I'm trying to understand why you think you can justify right and wrong with your worldview.
Yeah, I don't think you listened to the answer I just gave you on the first question. You kind of asked it in a different
Well, I
way.
don't think you know what materialism is. That's my point.
Mm.
I think
That's
you
the
have a
hard
hard
part.
time with
Anyway,
materialism.
yeah, getting back to the conversation, as I told you about that Children's Crusade, which somehow you used as a red mark against my side, when actually that is on your side. Once again, the bloodbath that is your religion. That's your credit, sir. Don't try to put it on mine.
Do
That's
you think
you.
I'm a murderer? You think I'm a murderer? Am
No,
I a murderer?
once again, you're making leaps. You're making leaps.
But you just said my religion is evil.
Yes, your
So I
religion.
don't understand what you're getting at.
That is your religion, sir.
Okay, so that makes me evil.
You can take it any way you want to take it. Is every Muslim a jihadist? No. But they are part of a religion that has a problem with violence, the same way
So
Christianity has
does
a
it make it
problem with
true?
violence.
Does it make it true, sir? If
So
somebody
you
does
don't
something
think
wrong to
so you
you,
don't think Islam has a problem with jihadists?
I think that Muslims have a serious theological problem,
But
and that's the
jihadists
reason why they do the
specifically.
things that
I'm
they do.
asking you jihadists specifically. So do they have a problem with them?
Do I have a problem with jihadists? Of course.
Yes. Okay. So do Christians have a problem with crusaders and also the missionary
Of course we
groups?
do.
The
Yes, we
missionary
do.
groups. The
Yes, we
missionary
do.
groups.
Nas, we
Okay.
have a
The
problem with
mission.
all of that.
Well, I'm almost finished. The missionary groups who were used as peace, as the peace arm of military invasions all over Africa, South America, and Asia. Is that a problem?
All the evil that people have committed, yes, I think it's all wrong.
Okay. Interesting. I'm just glad
But
you
that
admit
doesn't
to
prove
it.
anything, sir. It doesn't prove anything. That proves that there's a lot of sinners in the world that need to be redeemed by a holy God.
Well, how many sinners do y'all have in your group? If we have decade by decade
Oh, we're
evidence,
all
this is
sinners,
what
my
you
man.
do.
We're all sinners. Every one of
The
us.
great cop out. The great cop out. We're all sinners.
Well, you're not a sinner. You're perfect.
No, I just think that's a great cop out because that way you
I
never
think
have
that
to
you
be
just don't
you
understand what I'm
never
saying.
have to be accountable for anything. I think I think the condescending way that you talk to when you tell people they don't understand what you're saying, as if we're speaking advanced mathematics or some type of advanced engineering, is not only off-putting, but it's kind of boring.
I don't really understand what you're saying. I would say that we're all sinners, and that people have done a lot in the name of God that's completely wrong. So you can't justify every single thing that somebody does and say, well, Christianity is evil. Christianity is not true. Look,
Well,
Jesus said it himself.
how many incidents would we say would make it to that level? Is there a benchmark we can reach to where you say, wait, maybe we need to rethink this?
Well,
I mean,
hey, Nas, what are you
500,000?
getting at? Nas, what are you getting at? Are you saying that Christianity is not true because people made mistakes in the past?
I'm saying it's not true, and it's a device for control of people who are too naive to see that they're being used.
Well, I think you're wrong. I think that there's many sinners in the world
Well, you
who
would.
have deceived themselves thinking they're really Christians. But, Jesus Christ said, if somebody persecutes
The
you,
real
do good
Christians.
to those who persecute you.
The real
Hold on,
Christians.
Nas.
You always
Nas,
hear
hold
about
on.
them, but we never find them. Where are they? Where are these real Christians that you talk about?
Well, I don't think you want to know them, man. That's why they're
I've
not
never
around.
met them. I've never met them.
Well, that's too bad, Nas, because I know plenty of great Christians who do great things. See, what you're implying is that all Christians who believe in Christianity don't do good? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying the
so
amount
we don't
of
do
good.
good at all? You've never met a Christian who's done good?
I'm saying that the amount of good that has been done is nowhere near the amount of atrocities that they've committed, and to treat them as if we're just balancing a checkbook is not only immoral, but also kind of plays into the mentality of most people who fall into these religions, to where they think, well, we slaughtered a city here or there, we burned a town here or there, but look, we gave food to those 50 people over there, and we gave them the book of Christ. So it's a cop-out, but nice try.
Look, we're not getting anywhere, Mark and Felix, just because when I'm trying to explain to him that that just because a religion or a faith does something, somebody in that faith does something wrong, number one, doesn't mean they're a Christian, and two, doesn't mean that it's this disproves Christianity. Now, if you want to talk about real evidential stuff, not when people make mistakes, because see, I can do that with anything. I can even do that with families. I could pick a family. Hold on a second. I could pick a family. Let's say the Smith family. Just just make it up. So I got the Smith family, and Bob Smith murdered somebody just last week. Now I'm going to say, and this is where your fallacy is, you're saying now that whole family is either doesn't really exist, isn't a real family because one guy murdered, or they're all evil. And none of those are true. Those are all fallacies. You're saying that people made mistakes in the past. There was
I don't think
many in the name of God who've done evil. Even Nazis, my friend. Nazis were like Catholic / Satanists, which is a contradiction. But believe me, they were. There's even room to believe that the papacy was supporting Nazis. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
Like I said, man, this conversation has gone off the rails because it's turned into personal attacks instead of dealing with what we're trying to deal with.
No, you are personally attacking my faith.
Okay, well, I am. I'm a mean guy. So anyway, when we were trying to really get to the root of it, and I told you what I said, you said, well, you can't just judge them all by this and that. And what I'm trying to tell you is from the beginning of Christianity up until this very moment, these atrocities have not only happened, but they continue.
Okay.
And you're telling me these are
isolated. About it?
Hold on.
Let me finish. Do about it?
I'd like to finish talking first. And then you're telling me that these are...
And I got an important question for you.
And you're telling me that these are isolated incidents. And what I'm trying to tell you is, no, that's not the case. This is actual practice because you do it not only every decade, but this is what your religion is. Now, you can take that to heart, or you can just ignore it, bury your head in the sand like Christians typically do, and come up with some flowery stories. Well, these aren't hard things to understand. If you don't get them, I can't help you, sir.
Well, I'm not the one that is spreading false facts about history, sir.
Sir, what size school bus did you ride?
Hey, Nuz, what do you want to do about it? Like, what is your goal? Like, is your goal to tell people to not believe in Christianity?
No, it's your job to fix it, not my job to fix it. That's your religion.
But you're here defining the fact that, hold on, Nuz. You're on the show tonight, and you want to tell the world what? Christianity is false because of the fallacies people committed in the past?
Well,
is that what you want to do tonight?
Well, not Christianity in particular. I would say all organized religions are male chauvinist murder cults.
So none of them are true because why? Explain that one more time. Because the people committed atrocious things in the past, like murder and rape and pillaging.
No. You keep saying committed. Commit up to this very moment.
Say it again.
Commit, not committed, up to this very moment. This is not a thing of the past. This is a thing of the present. From your beginning until now.
Okay.
Well, that's been with almost every organized religion.
Of where you disagree with religion, because you don't like religion, right? You don't like organized religion. So what is?
Well, the first place I would go is Nigeria, where they're funneling money from right-wing Christian groups in order to advance their agenda in Nigeria. Also, we can go to the...
Okay, that's your opinion. You can't put Christianity...
I'm not done. Calm down.
And don't spread lies, by the way. Lies are not good for society.
So anything you disagree with is a lie.
Well, you did lie in the first show. I mean, there was at least 5 lies there.
By your assessment, the man who's quoting Christian so-called scientists...
Did Rome exist 6,000 years ago, my friend?
Once again, here we go with the Rome.
Did Rome start 6,000 years ago? That's what you said.
I would like
show.
I would like for you to defend your religion and stop trying to look for semantical arguments to get out of what you actually want to
lie to make your case, sir.
Sir, you told us a dinosaur was next to a human footprint to start this show. What are you talking about?
Yes, sir.
You said that.
I'm going to send Marcus.
You're a grown man, and you believe that. He's a grown
This is
man.
his antics. He gets upset and he just talks over you. Okay, go ahead.
Well, you guys are both talking over each other, so let's be fair. Nobody's letting anybody.
He has